I work for the American Red Cross as the Chief Development Officer.
I am a firefighter paramedic for the town of Goffstown.
Working for the American Red Cross, I see our mission every day. I see the work that our volunteers do to deliver hope when our neighbors need it most. But I've never really personally had a Red Cross story.
Stephanie and Christopher Couturier met at Southern New Hampshire University. They married in 2010 and had their first child, Morgan, in 2013. Looking to expand their family a few years later, the couple received a bit of a surprise.
We were in this ultrasound room and Chris was a little bit late.
She saw my face and then she just started bursting out laughing.
I said, there's two babies in there. Our twin surprise girls were born on June 13th, 2016. They were born healthy, beautiful girls.
The first girl was Adriana.
And Paige Marie followed shortly thereafter, a minute after. Healthy babies, very active babies, and our family was complete at that point.
Steph had just gotten off of maternity leave, back to work, when we started noticing that Paige had a little bit of a fever.
She started to get a little bit progressively worse, I would say. She was more fussy and irritated, not really eating much, a little bit more lethargic.
A pediatrician initially suspected a urinary tract infection, but when the 3-month-old's fever returned, she was admitted to the hospital. It was there that her father, Christopher, made an alarming discovery.
And I had taken my hand and briefly gone over the top of her head. So what I had noticed was that what I felt was her soft spot in the middle of her head felt like it was bulging a little bit. So then I notified the nurses. They came in, and then she quickly said, "I'll be right back." Went out and got the doctor.
When I got the call that she was going to be having a spinal tap, my heart just sank.
They had confirmed that it was meningitis.
Paige was rushed by ambulance to Boston Children's Hospital.
They did an MRI that showed that she had actually suffered a stroke from the severe infection that she had. She actually also had osteomyelitis, a severe infection of her skull, which is what caused the bacterial meningitis. And she was taken in for emergency surgery.
It was there that a neurosurgeon performed a craniotomy, a procedure that involved removing a piece of Paige's skull in order to clean out the infection and to accommodate for swelling. Several blood transfusions were needed during the hours-long operation.
This wasn't supposed to happen. We had, we completed our family. We delivered them healthy, beautiful girls. They're still beautiful, but it's not fair. It wasn't supposed to happen to us. It's not fair to her.
The surgery, though complicated, was a success, and Paige began her slow recovery.
Your adrenaline just kicks in and you try to stay as positive as you can, and through it all there was just never a question that she was going to be okay, that we were going to get through it.
After a month in the hospital, Paige was ready to head home to New Hampshire.
She did have one other surgery. During the first procedure, they actually kept her bone out to allow for swelling, so they closed her up without the bone flap on, and she wore this awesome Patriots helmet, which was fantastic. On January 30th was her final procedure with plastic surgery and the neuro team to put the bone back and close everything up. To know that in a situation where we were completely dependent on the care of the doctors and nurses, we were helpless.
Then the fact that the hospitals have those blood banks available from the Red Cross, it's critical for them.
When you're going in to donate, you never really know whose life you could be impacting by that one single donation. It could be, your grandmother. It could be a stranger from California. It could be our Paige. It's just amazing to know that everything kind of fell into place the way it needed to, so that we could bring her home and continue on as a family of 5.
To see her just kind of look at you for a second and smirk and smile, it kind of just washes everything away. It's kind of like, okay, this is the new game plan, let's roll with it. Today, she's normal Paige, a smiling, happy baby. And aside from the battle scar on her head and a little bit of left-sided weakness from the stroke, she's a healthy miracle baby.